Hello, we're here today to discuss the coronavirus stimulus, the very first video for PolySciFi. Nothing seems a bit more strange than an entire country, and really entire countries all around the world, waiting for their government to step in with money and not allowing people to sue each other in response to a natural virus coming about. It just seems really peculiar to me, very strange, very fictional. That's not really the purpose of this channel, but we want to really explore what's happening here and now and a little bit in the past before we get to the core of what this channel is about, which is painting a picture for the future. So I'm going to go off an article here that I'm reading, some junk. Can't believe these news agencies, even like your local news channel, they fill their space up with so many ads. It's like you can't even tell what's news and what's just garbage out there. It's really peculiar to me and unprofessional and not the world that I'm envisioning for the future. Let's see, according to this article, and I love the way that everyone tries to just throw numbers around, and you're just like, where, did you really get these numbers? Like, who gets this? 2/3 of Americans said that the stimulus check is the most important part of the deal. I love the idea of the stimulus check because it's equal for everybody. It's giving everybody a check. It's not saying like, hey, let's help out, this group of people or that group of people, because when you do that, you always leave someone out, right? So I'm really in favor of that. I think that's great from one perspective. From the other perspective, I really don't think government should be just, printing and handing out money. I mean, doesn't that devalue the currency? And it's either that or they have to use your tax dollars, and I'm not all that okay with either one of those. Just for $1,000 in my pocket, it's $1,000. But if you are going to do something, I'd rather they did that rather than just bail out businesses or just give people money who didn't find another job. I mean, that's almost like encouragement to not like struggle and find like a part-time job in the meantime. I mean, that almost feels like it's holding back the economy to me. And very few people support liability protections for small business. I don't believe that. I mean, what's going on here in this world? Right? We had insurance, so we had this big craze, and we still have it going on, right? Where everybody wants to be insured for everything. If I bought all the insurance policies that are available to me out there, I wouldn't have any money left. I mean, isn't that? I mean, every single object you buy at the store, I can't even leave the checkout because the person's just telling me about the 20 different, insurance policies that I need to have on my objects so that I can return them when they break, and they're all formulated to actually. I'm not saying the product is formulated to break after the warranty, but the warranty is made to not really be called in upon. And then you have people who just break stuff all the time and could care less, and they actually get an advantage from those kind of warranties. Um, I'm just not a fan of insurance for just about anything in general. I think it's a terrible thing. It's a money engine in society. And what's happened as a result of insurance is all these lawsuits. I mean, isn't that where they're stemming from? I mean, if people didn't really have something worth suing, then they probably wouldn't sue. So they're suing the insurance companies, and it's this thing, and now they're saying, well, gee whiz, we're going to not let people sue. It's almost like they're giving us COVID insurance, right? And preemptively, or not preemptively, but going back in time and saying, well, you were insured to not be sued. I mean, it's just the way that society is these days. But I would like to see a society without the need for insurances and without the lawsuits. Maybe not forced, right? Not going to force people to do these things, but I think people should be dignant and be their own value and their own worth. And this is just so abstract from what that is. Fewer than 1/4 liability. Oh, that was actually the 1/5 was the student loan payback deferrals. This is really funny because people don't even support deferring student loan payments, and yet they're talking about this $10,000 or $50,000 removal of debt from the federal database or something like that for people. I mean, I have 8 years of college. I have a pure 4.00, and I've taken all kinds of jobs that I didn't want to pay off those debts. And now all of a sudden you're just going to pay off other people's debts who didn't struggle and who didn't find other jobs. I mean, you're rewarding people for not struggling. I mean, my old mentor used to tell me, if you look up the definition of the word life in the dictionary, it's not a pretty picture. Life is a struggle. And if you lose that sense of reality, I, I don't see that as a proper future. So these videos are going to be pretty short, and you can go on the internet and find all kinds of junk and garbage and other excuses for news, I guess you would call them. We actually tried to stay away, and I think we actually met our goal today of never actually saying the name of a political party. I think that's awesome. So that's actually part of the plan for this site, is to get people off the name rhetoric and the feelings and the emotions that are tied to them, and just to talk about the ideas and the policies without the need for teaming up behind one side or the other. Or third side in some situations, right? There are many sides and many opportunities for growth in America and in the world, in politics, in policies, in respect for humans and life, and the perpetual future of everything. So I'm going to stop there because I'm getting silly here with my speech, and thank you for watching.